Welcome to Real Lives, Real Money, the show that's all about helping you get your money right. I'm Cheryl Creuzot, President Emeritus of Wealth Development Strategies.
I'm Nettie Jones, licensed psychotherapist here in Houston, Texas. And I'm excited to be collaborating with Cheryl on this, oh my God, amazing journey to financial freedom. And this is April, of course, it's Financial Literacy Month, and what better way to spend it is to talk about how we can be better with our finances.
How to get your financial house in order.
How to get it in order.
So in our last segment, Nettie, we talked about priorities.
Yes.
We talked about the wealth development strategies, financial pyramid. And we talked about the foundation, and then we talked about the accumulation goals.
Yes.
And we talked about short-term goals, and we talked about long-term goals.
That's right.
So we gave our audience homework to write down their short-term goals, things they want to accomplish in the next 1 to 5 years. So what'd you come up with, Nettie?
Well, you know, I have a junior, and she's graduating, so we need
boy.
to get her off to college.
That's right.
So that is something that's on the top of the list. Of course, reducing debt, you know, student loans and all of that kind of stuff. And then also, I would like to focus a little bit more on retirement.
Very good. Very good. So is your retirement a short-term goal, or is it a long-term goal? Because our long-term goals...
I guess it would be long, well, you know, my age. We're going to talk about that depending on which, I'm not sure.
Well, Nettie's right. That could be a short-term goal or a long-term goal.
You gave me the age right.
So your so your long-term goals are those goals that you want to achieve 5 years and beyond.
Okay. Long term, we'll go with that. Long term.
Long term, yes. Since you'll have a child in college.
Yes,
That's right.
For sure.
That might be hard to work on both at the same time.
Okay.
All right. So your retirement goal, your financial independence goals, and we want that goal to be clear and measurable. So you might say to me, Cheryl, I want to make sure that I'm financially independent by the time I am 65.
Okay.
And based on the budget, which is some homework that we did earlier in one of our segments, my husband and I, based upon our lifestyle, we want to travel, all right? Things we haven't been able to do because of your practice and maybe raising the children. And so we're going to need, pick a number, $10,000 a month in today's dollars.
Okay.
All right? And so what a planner will do is to take into account inflation, and they will calculate the amount of assets that you need to accumulate between now and the time that you're 65 that will spin off enough money, taking into account inflation, for your life expectancy.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And so how is that calculated again?
It's calculated based upon your very specific goal, all right? And that goal is really lifestyle based.
Gotcha.
All right. Someone who's going to sit on the porch at retirement doesn't need a whole lot of money.
Okay.
All right. Okay. If you want to travel and see the world, all right, then maybe you need more money.
Okay.
So if you say my goal is $10,000 a month, by the time I'm age 65, we're going to adjust that for inflation.
Wow.
And we're going to come back to the total sum that you and your husband need to have accumulated by the time you're age 65.
Okay.
So those resources are on our website. You can go to wealthdevelopmentstrategies.com, go to the resources column, click on, and you can do the number crunching not only for your retirement, but for college funding as well.
So you can go to the website and go to the calculator to get a better idea of where you're going.
That's right.
So I have a question. Well, I actually have a comment too.
Okay.
So, couples that I see who come in the office who have absolutely no goals. Or maybe they do have goals, they've just not shared their goals with the other person and it's in their head. And so they've not had that conversation about where are we going. It's again, we talked one of the other segments about one going this way in the boat and the other one, you know, rowing this way in the boat. And so they're going in different directions. And so being able to get them to see one another's goals.
And to have that clarity, that's hard for me to understand because it's like a couple jumping into a car without setting their navigation and saying, let's head to Florida.
But this is the deal. everybody's mindset is different. Everybody's background is different.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that as I talk to clients, and we're talking about the differences, because we are very different. So we look at family, our upbringing, and how money has been talked about, or just finances and money have been talked about in your home.
Or not talked about.
Or not talked about.
Right.
People come from lack, right? And so one person may look at money as a tool, you know, as an opportunity to grow more money so that they're more secure, so they could do all of the things that you talked about in the pyramid.
Right.
The other person just sees money as a means to an end. And to get the other person to see it from your perspective is so hard. Why? Because you're not that person. So sometimes we have to appreciate people where they are, but have to figure out, and I think you said this in the previous segment, find out where the compromise is.
Right.
And that's the challenge.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the challenge.
Some people get discouraged too, Nettie, because they do come from that background of lack, and they think, I can never reach financial independence, all right?
Yeah.
Or I can never save enough money to send my children to school. And it's just simply not true. It's simply not true. It's all about priorities. We can find a way to accomplish the things that we really want to accomplish.
Wow.
It's all about sitting down and doing the planning.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, we're in the right place today to find out more information about that. So, we can't wrap up without talking about your book.
Thank you.
Real Lives, Real Money.
Which can be purchased at reallivesrealmoney.com. Lots of interesting stories about what we're talking about today. Setting those goals for people that have gotten off track and how they got back on track.
You know what? Let me just say this real quick. This book has some really cool stories. I mean, I'm amazed. I really enjoyed reading it, and I think it resonates with people. The divorcee, the widow, you know, coming out. I mean, the journey to financial freedom is right here. And you know what? Next week, I would love for us to kind of talk about the single ladies.
Oh, that's a juicy
looking
topic.
for the knight in shining armor. Ladies, he doesn't exist.
Or he might be a little late coming along.
So we'll look forward to chatting about that on our next segment. All right. If you would like to contact me, feel free to email me at nettie@nettiejones.com, or you can reach me at 832-452-8863. Until next time, be well.
See you next time.
Bye.